It's Friday, welcome to the next vlog. So today I'm going to talk about the TV show Arrow, which is about the DC superhero Green Arrow. In this TV series, we follow the protagonist, Oliver Queen, whose father has revealed that there is a group of one percenters, a group of the massive amount of wealth in the city is sort of conspiring against the city in order to build themselves up. So then this is difficult for Oliver because his father is one of the people who are conspiring against the city. And so Oliver uses the wealth that he got from his father to set up this vigilante identity for himself, and uses his his ability in archery in order to combat the people who are conspiring against the city. Now, I'm not really an expert on Green Arrow. When I watched the show, whenever I heard a name, I Googled the name. So all my research I did while watching the show. But I like to think that I became pretty adept and I became pretty competent about the character, who his usual enemies are, and what to expect from the show. Now, I've only seen season 1, and I'm going to use what I have researched to speculate on what might happen in season 2 and forward. So this is a warning: if you have not yet seen the TV show Green Arrow, and you plan on watching it, then I'm going to be spoiling some things. I'm going to try to keep spoilers, I'm going to keep spoilers as low as possible while still providing all the speculation that I intend on providing. Now, if you want to skip all the spoilers, then I'm going to put a link right about here, somewhere around here, probably right between my fingers, and just skip to that time, and then you can avoid all the spoilers. Now, my first speculation for the show is that Tommy Merlin, Oliver's best friend and previous owner of the nightclub, will become the Dark Archer. Now, for those of you who've seen the show, I know what you're probably thinking. You're thinking, but wait a minute, Tommy died. How can he be the Dark Archer? Well, you see, in comic books, when someone dies, the technical term for that is bullshit. Because nobody ever really actually dies, except for a few key characters who define a character's personality, like Uncle Ben from Spider-Man, Gwen Stacy, also from Spider-Man, Batman's parents, and so on and so forth. You get the idea. Not major characters like the character's best friend who has the potential to do something like become the villain. In the comic books, the character who took on the same role as Dark Archer did in the show was titled Merlin, Meryln, spelled just like Tommy's last name, as well as his father. His father was a Dark Archer in the first season. However, in the comic books, Merlin tend to have a much more personal connection with the Archer, much like Tommy does, and he has much more motivation now that he believes that the Archer has stolen his girlfriend from him and a bunch of other things. He could end up being very well motivated. They kind of made that iffy though in the season finale. Now, my second speculation is pretty much a freebie. Roy Harper, the street kid from season 1, who always wore the red hoodie, will take on the role of Speedy, who is Green Arrow's sidekick. Speedy is a nickname of his sister in the show, who frequently hangs out with Roy Harper. I think that one or both, most likely Roy Harper, is probably going to take on the role of Speedy and then be Green Arrow's sidekick. Third, I think that the superhero / anti-hero Tara will make an appearance in the future. The scientist who produced the device used in the season finale his name was the name of the brother of the superheroine, anti-heroine Tara. That character had the ability to shift Earth and cause earthquakes and that kind of stuff, and Tara has the ability to control Earth, to lift rocks, and to split them apart, and that such. She's very frequently associated with the Teen Titans, as well as a certain supervillain, which brings me into my next speculation. Deathstroke's coming back, and he's coming back full force. Deathstroke is a much bigger character in the comic book, so big that I didn't really even need to research him. I recognized him as soon as I saw the mask on the beach in the season premiere. In the comic books, he is very much an anti-hero. He very much he's more villain than hero. He's also blinded in one eye, which seems to be a thing that happens a lot in just season 1. Like, you see a lot of people get one eye gouged out. In season 2, one of those people will probably be Slade Wilson, also known as Deathstroke. And that's all the speculation I have time for today, because the video is getting kind of long now. If you stuck through this far, then thank you very much, and I can't wait to see you next week. I like to ask you guys if there's anything else you'd like to see. I do a lot of speculation and reviews for superhero movies. I'm thinking of... I said I was going to talk a bit about music in my first vlog, so I'm wondering if there's any kind of music you guys are interested in. I'm interested in many different kinds of music, so I can review plenty of different musicians and the like. In whatever genre you prefer. What I'm thinking of doing right now is just promoting a single song in the end of each of my videos. The one at the end of this video is Gone, 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 as remixed by Basic. The original is by Philip Phillips. It sounds a lot like Avicii. If you don't know who Avicii is, then that comparison means nothing to you. If you do know who he is, then maybe you'll be interested in the remix, maybe not. I'll put a little clip of it in the end, and then you can check it out, see if you like it.
How long after you're gone, gone, gone?